Kurt Stephen Angle was born on December 9th, 1968 in Mount Lebanon, Pennsylvania, into a working-class family that valued discipline, sacrifice, and perseverance. He was the youngest of 5 children, raised by his parents Dave and Jackie Angle, who instilled in him the belief that hard work could overcome any limitation. His childhood was marked by both warmth and hardship, particularly following the tragic death of his father in a construction accident when Kurt was still very young. Despite this devastating loss, Angle leaned on sports as a form of therapy and direction, channeling his grief into athletic pursuits that would eventually define his entire life. Growing up in the tight-knit Pittsburgh area gave him both a sense of community and the steel-willed determination that became his signature trait, shaping him into the competitor and leader the world would come to know. Amateur wrestling beginnings. High school wrestling gave him the foundation he would build upon for the rest of his life. The mat became a sanctuary, an environment where discipline ruled, effort mattered, and results came down to the work put in day after day. Angle embraced the sport not only for the competition, but also for the clarity it provided. Wrestling gave him structure and demanded sacrifice, both of which he welcomed with open arms. After graduating high school, Angle continued his athletic pursuits at Clarion University of Pennsylvania, now known as Penn West Clarion. It was here that his potential evolved into dominance. At Clarion, he quickly rose to prominence as one of the school's most decorated athletes. Competing at the collegiate level, he displayed a rare blend of technical precision, relentless drive, and emotional intensity. Angle was not simply a wrestler with natural gifts. He was a student of the craft who studied technique, refined his moves, and constantly pushed himself to outwork his competition. During his collegiate career, he secured multiple national championships, proving himself to be a once-in-a-generation talent. His performances were marked by explosive takedowns, near-flawless execution, and an ability to thrive under pressure. Whether it was a dual meet or a national tournament, Angle thrived in the most high-stakes moments, showing a resilience that hinted at his future Olympic journey. It was at Clarion where Angle cemented his identity as a competitor, who not only embraced challenges but actively sought them out. This hunger for competition and growth would define his entire life. Olympic glory. The pinnacle of Kurt Angle's amateur career, and arguably one of the defining chapters of his life, came during the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta. Wrestling on the world's grandest stage, Angle represented not only himself but also the perseverance and toughness of the American spirit. What made his story extraordinary, however, was not simply his quest for Olympic gold, but the circumstances under which he achieved it. Prior to the Olympics, Angle suffered a devastating injury, fractured cervical vertebrae, accompanied by several herniated discs. Most athletes would have withdrawn, prioritizing long-term health and safety. But for Angle, walking away was never an option. He embarked on an arduous journey of rehabilitation, grueling training, and sheer willpower to continue competing. His decision to press forward came with excruciating pain and the looming risk of permanent damage, yet he refused to abandon his dream. At the Games, Angle wrestled with both physical limitations and psychological hurdles. Every movement on the mat came at a personal cost, every match a battle not only against his opponents, but against his own body. Yet, fueled by unyielding determination, he overcame each obstacle, culminating in a dramatic and emotional victory that earned him the gold medal in freestyle wrestling. His triumph was immortalized not just because he won, but because of how he did it. Angle himself would later describe it as winning with a broken freaking neck, a phrase that became synonymous with his legend. His Olympic achievement went beyond sport. It became a story of resilience that resonated globally. For aspiring athletes and everyday people alike, Angle's win represented the idea that perseverance in the face of unimaginable adversity could yield glory. His victory was a testament to courage and a defining moment that would forever shape his identity, long before Kurt stepped into a professional wrestling ring. Transition to professional wrestling. Following his Olympic success, Angle stood at a crossroads. The world saw him as a national hero, and opportunities abounded. Initially, he resisted the lure of professional wrestling, a field often dismissed by amateur purists as entertainment rather than sport. To an Olympic gold medalist who had spent years refining legitimate wrestling technique, the spectacle of scripted outcomes seemed unworthy of his credentials. Yet his perspective evolved as he observed professional wrestling more closely. It wasn't simply about predetermined results. It was an industry that combined athleticism, storytelling, and charisma in a way that connected with millions of fans around the world. Angle began to see it as a new challenge, one that would allow him to showcase his athletic gifts on a broader stage, while also exploring facets of his personality rarely seen in amateur wrestling. In 1998, Angle officially signed with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, later renamed WWE. Unlike many athletes who struggled to transition, Angle adapted almost seamlessly. His legitimate wrestling background gave him credibility, but it was his surprising charisma, comedic timing, and intelligence that set him apart. Within months of his debut, he demonstrated that he could not only wrestle at the highest level, but also entertain with promos and character work. By blending his technical mastery with showmanship, Angle quickly established himself as one of the most well-rounded performers in the industry. Within a year, he captured multiple championships, signaling that his star power was undeniable. What had once seemed like a detour from the prestige of amateur wrestling had become a new arena where Angle could thrive, leaving fans and critics alike in awe of his rapid ascent. Rise to stardom in WWE. Kurt Angle's rise in WWE was nothing short of meteoric. His early persona, a clean-cut, self-righteous American hero who extolled the virtues of hard work, integrity, and even milk drinking, was met with jeers rather than cheers. Fans found his smug, holier-than-thou attitude infuriating, and it was precisely this dynamic that made him such an effective character. Angle leaned into the disdain, delivering promos with sharp comedic timing, while simultaneously backing up his words with elite in-ring performances. This combination of arrogance and undeniable skill made him one of the most versatile performers of the Attitude Era, a time when WWE was defined by edgy storylines and larger-than-life personalities. Angle's ability to seamlessly transition from comedic skits to intense main-event matches distinguished him from his peers. By 2000, Angle had already achieved the unthinkable, defeating The Rock to win the WWE Championship. It was a shocking upset that cemented his place among the company's top stars. His rivalries with icons such as Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Chris Jericho, and The Rock became cornerstones of WWE programming. Each feud showcased different dimensions of Angle's persona, sometimes the overconfident heel, other times the underdog hero battling impossible odds. Fans and analysts praised his in-ring style, which combined legitimate grappling with high-impact maneuvers suited to the spectacle of WWE. Whether performing suplexes with pinpoint precision or selling the drama of a near fall, Angle redefined what it meant to be a complete professional wrestler. His matches were not only athletic showcases, but also stories that captivated audiences, elevating him to superstardom. Wrestling machine persona. As Angle's career progressed, his character underwent a transformation. The comedic arrogance that had initially defined him gave way to a more serious, intense persona. The wrestling machine. This iteration of Angle emphasized his unparalleled work ethic, relentless drive, and singular focus on competition. In this role, Angle delivered some of the greatest matches of his career. His bouts with Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero, and Brock Lesnar, became classics, blending technical excellence with emotional storytelling. His WrestleMania 19th main event against Lesnar remains one of the most celebrated matches in history, not least because Angle competed despite yet another severe neck injury. Fans began to respect not only his talent, but also his toughness. Even when injured, Angle pushed himself to perform at levels that few could match. His reputation as the wrestling machine wasn't just a gimmick. It was an authentic reflection of his mentality. To him, wrestling wasn't about coasting on past achievements. It was about continuously proving himself night after night against the very best. Neck injuries and the physical toll. For all his triumphs, Angle's career was plagued by physical suffering. The same neck injury he endured before the Olympics became a recurring nightmare. Over the years, he underwent multiple surgeries, each offering only temporary relief. Wrestling, with its punishing schedule and physical demands, exacerbated his condition, leaving him in chronic pain. Angle admitted to wrestling through pain that would have sidelined most athletes permanently. His neck issues caused stiffness, nerve damage, and limited mobility that still affect him in retirement. Despite these obstacles, he continued to deliver performances at the highest level, a testament to his resilience, but also a tragic reminder of the cost of professional wrestling. Even today, Angle's body bears the scars of his career. The stiffness in his neck, the lingering nerve damage, and the toll on his mobility are daily reminders of the sacrifices he made for his craft. His story is both inspiring and cautionary, shedding light on the physical price paid by those who dedicate their lives to wrestling. Personal struggles and addiction. Beyond physical injuries, Angle's journey was also marked by personal struggles. At the height of his career, the combination of relentless pain and the unyielding demands of the road led him down a dark path of prescription painkiller dependency. In candid interviews, Angle has admitted that his addiction nearly cost him everything: his career, his relationships, and even his life. He described a cycle of masking pain with medication while continuing to push his body beyond its limits. Like many athletes, he felt the pressure to appear invincible, to never show weakness. Eventually, the facade crumbled, and Angle was forced to confront his demons. Through rehabilitation and with the unwavering support of his family, he overcame his substance abuse issues. His willingness to openly share his struggles has helped destigmatize addiction, particularly in the world of athletics, where vulnerability is often hidden. Angle's recovery became a story of redemption, demonstrating that even the strongest can stumble, but that perseverance can lead to healing. His honesty has inspired countless others facing similar battles, making his story not just one of athletic triumph, but of human resilience. Transition to TNA and international fame. In 2006, Kurt Angle made the bold decision to leave WWE and sign with Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, TNA. His arrival sent shockwaves through the industry, instantly elevating TNA's credibility and visibility. For fans, Angle's move was an opportunity to see him compete against fresh opponents. His matches with Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Sting were considered some of the best of his career, filled with innovation, intensity, and passion. Angle brought legitimacy to TNA, raising the bar not just in the ring but also in the locker room. During his tenure, he captured multiple world championships, further solidifying his status as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. His time in TNA proved that his greatness transcended the WWE brand. He wasn't defined by a single company. He was a performer whose excellence resonated across the entire wrestling landscape. Return to WWE and Hall of Fame induction. After more than a decade away, Angle returned to WWE in 2017. This time, he was no longer the in-ring workhorse, but a respected elder statesman. His induction into the WWE Hall of Fame that year celebrated not only his championships and matches, but also the indelible impact he left on wrestling culture. His induction speech balanced humour and sincerity, reminding fans of his comedic brilliance, while also acknowledging the struggles he endured. Angle later served as Raw general manager, entertaining fans with his presence and occasionally stepping into the ring for special appearances. His farewell match took place at WrestleMania 35 against Baron Corbin. While the opponent wasn't what many fans had envisioned, the match marked a symbolic passing of the torch and a final bow for one of wrestling's most decorated careers. Financial crisis rumours. In retirement, rumours have occasionally surfaced about Kurt Angle's financial situation. Reports suggested that the costs of surgeries, medical care, and adjustments to post-wrestling life strained his resources. While such whispers have persisted, Angle has addressed them with honesty, acknowledging the challenges of transitioning from high-paying main events to life outside the ring. He has diversified his income streams, pursuing podcasting, sports analysis, public appearances, and business ventures. His ability to adapt financially mirrors the resilience he displayed throughout his career. While whispers of financial instability remain, they have never overshadowed his legacy or his focus on family and health. Cancer rumours and health concerns. Alongside financial speculation, rumours have circulated regarding Kurt Angle's health, particularly concerning cancer. To date, there has been no official confirmation of such a diagnosis, and Angle himself has never publicly announced any battle with cancer. However, given his long history of injuries, surgeries, and visible physical struggles, it is unsurprising that fans worry about his health. Angle has openly discussed ongoing challenges with mobility, pain management, and the lingering consequences of his career. The concern from fans reflects the deep connection they feel with him. While cancer rumours remain unverified, his transparency about other health issues has created a bond of empathy. His willingness to share his struggles reminds audiences that even the strongest heroes face human vulnerabilities. Current life and family today, Kurt Angle is focused on what matters most: his family. Since 2012, he has been married to actress Giovanna Janotti, with whom he is raising a close-knit family. Their home life offers Angle a sense of joy and stability after decades of turbulence. He also maintains a relationship with his older children, Cody and Kira, from his first marriage to Karen Jarrett. Social media glimpses show a man who cherishes time with his children, whether celebrating milestones or enjoying quiet moments. Family has become his anchor, grounding him after years defined by relentless competition. Analyst and mentor role beyond family life, Angle has found new purpose as a sports analyst for Real American Freestyle. His commentary reflects both his deep technical knowledge and his storytelling ability, making him a compelling voice for wrestling enthusiasts. Angle has also embraced the role of mentor, guiding younger wrestlers on the importance of discipline, resilience, and mental toughness. His lessons come not only from triumph, but also from hardship, offering wisdom that extends beyond the ring. Legacy and cultural impact. Kurt Angle's story is one of triumph, struggle, redemption, and legacy. From his Olympic gold medal to his WWE Hall of Fame induction, his career is defined by a relentless pursuit of excellence. Yet, what makes his story most compelling is not the championships or accolades, but the resilience he displayed through adversity. He redefined what it meant to be a professional wrestler, bridging the worlds of legitimate sport and entertainment in a way that inspired generations. Wrestlers today often cite Angle as both an inspiration and a standard-bearer, someone who embodied the perfect balance of athleticism, storytelling, and charisma. While rumours of financial or health crises may persist, they cannot overshadow the undeniable impact he has left on wrestling and sports culture. Kurt Angle remains a symbol of resilience, a reminder that true greatness lies not in perfection, but in the ability to rise above obstacles time and again.